What's up, guys? It's your boy Jamaica here, coming at you with another deck tech. This is my SIMIC snow list. I can't believe it after reading the results, but with a recent kickoff tournament, which is it's an opening season tournament where everyone just kind of gets their brews down and kind of just plays for a lot of prizes. This archetype won SIMIC snow. The last time we saw it in its full power was season 21 where it just plays a bunch of these derpy four drops and somehow wins the game. But it's kind of silly now how it's back on top, and it's not bad. It's honestly not a bad archetype. It's got some good things going for it. Obviously, it plays Argon's Astrolabe, which is a great card, and you get to play really good creature land, Frostwalk Bastion, and it's funny. There's good things about this deck, and there's like glaring weaknesses, but it does like what it does do. I think it beats up a lot of like really fair decks really well. Maybe the combo matchup seems a bit harder, and like if you play against like a deck that goes really wide, it could be really bad. But even still, it's not that bad. You can kind of just like these things here are big; they get really big. So this is just my version of the list. It's not the same version that went to kickoff. I wanted to try to make some improvements. The first improvement I made was not really much of the mana base, but I added another Mouth of Ronom over the Rhyme. Was it Rhymewood Falls? The tapped duel. Because I think that was mostly a port from the old M Dog version from season 21, where M Dog played Nature's Lore, which can find the Rhymewood Falls. But instead, I like Mouth of Ronom. Just having a bunch of colors it's not a big deal, especially when playing Arkham's Astrolabe, which kind of just fixes everything. The colors are completely split with my iteration, so it's actually just like the same number of islands and forests. I'm trying Boreal Druid, which is a snow permanent, so it's good with Frost Augur or Glacial Revelation. It just goes from 1 to 3. I have a 3 drop here in Charlotte's Agent, which could be okay. It's never the hits aren't super bad here. I think the worst hit's probably like Winter's Rest, which is still a pretty good removal spell, but like you could hit this into like a Astrolabe. It's perfectly fine. It's not a snow permanent, but I just wanted to try it. Even hitting hits in the Merely Slumber seemed pretty good too. So who knows? Eyesight Golem. This is more of an M Dog thing and less of the Shadow Water thing that won the kickoff. I'm trying all four. I think the best plan is just stay on the beatdown. So I like the Eyesight Golems here. Frost Augur basically draws a card. This is only like just four like non-hits, I guess, in this card, but it hits literally everything else. Merely Just Slumber. 2020s are kind of annoying to deal with. Um, in the kickoff top eight, I noticed that like not everyone was playing things that can remove the 2020. Like there was no like detention spheres. There's very few like reflector mages. It was actually kind of wild. It was kind of a perfect storm of like things happening. So there weren't even other winners rest. Like another like opposing winners rest could just stop a merit late. That's really funny. Glacial Revelation's pretty great when him's in the format too. This is like the most anti-him card of all time, honestly. If you get him a bunch, it doesn't matter because if you have a Glacial Revelation in your deck, you're gonna draw like 5 to 6 cards. It's pretty nuts. Because I have Charlotte's Agents though, and like other things, there's not a lot of like this is the only like non-permanent. You're not gonna hit as much. So like I know in M Dog's version they cut one because they had Mana Leak in their deck, so this is similar. I can't play counterspells with Cascade cards, and it makes sideboarding a little awkward. But again, I kind of want another 2 for 1 sort of thing. And then like the big payoffs here: Spirit of the Aldegarden, Treefolk, Abominable Treefolk. The Treefolk's way better. Like bottom line, taps a creature, has trample, is huge. Like it's bottom line better. This guy is just like a worse version. Like it finds a permanent, which is fine, but it's much worse. There's not much other like cards to pay off. Sideboard's a bit mishmashed here. This is for mono red, Cerulean Drake. This is for mono blue, which is a very popular deck. Skylash. Right? I think if you're playing green, you need some effect like this. Just destroys Delver. Just blocks Tempest Chin all day. Return to Nature. This was gone for a bit. Now it's back, but it's a good disenchant / graveyard hate. Kind of want like flexible spells because I'm only playing 2 Silent Gravestones. The only like real graveyard deck is Recurring Nightmare decks, so this is just good enough. I don't think you really need to nuke graveyards. Although I said last time I kind of wanted to nuke graveyards, but I actually have just balked on that. But Return to Nature is also just fine if you need to like nuke a specific card. And then the anti-counter suite, decisive or anti-combo suite, decisive denial and test of talents. Um, I think the other list had like a full four of each, but I wanted some like I wanted the Return of Nature's more flexible cards. I could see like playing another maybe Test of Talents here instead of this. Deny is great as a pseudo removal spell and counter spell, so I like module cards. You know me. Uh, but yeah, gonna play the league. I've actually already started this league run. I kind of forgot to start recording, but I'm 1-0. I beat I know it was like a Demir tempo deck, so I'm already 1-0. So already undefeated with snow. Let's see if the cold creatures here can kind of get going. Alright, again, a match with the Simic Snow deck. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's actually pretty great. I think you keep any hand with an Astrolabe, basically. Okay, they're not doing it in their first main phase. Don't F6. They F6 their turn. I don't know why. They, they just not put stops? I don't know. This is awkward. Already, this is going great. Now that I draw the island, though, I'm going to play the Frost Augur. Maybe there's... Wait, maybe there's just like Mantless Dredge. This is Mantless Dredge? I don't know. But this is going to draw milling cards in a second. Actually, I'm going to just jam the Merrily, just Slumber. Okay, they play their own Astrolabe. Is this a mirror? Yeah, I think I just jammed the Merrily, just Slumber here. I want to get this going as fast as possible, so I'm going to scry. That's okay. That's okay. I'll keep that on top. I don't know why they F6 their turn. Is that just a thing for me? Okay. Meddling Mage. Okay. So they have to kind of know my deck, the Snow deck, so they can name all sorts of cards. They're naming Revelation, which is actually a pretty good name. If you're trying to just like kind of one from your opponent. Okay, I'm gonna play the Boreal Druid first to set up the Arkham's Astrolabe. I don't actually want that right now. We'll play the Bastion. I don't really want that either. I kind of just want more of these things. Okay, so Mirror Slumber again. Again, I'll put that in the bottom. Drop card. So they're some sort of maybe like 3-color, 4-color, 5 colors. They're playing opt. Okay, it's not. That's totally seen. Maybe it's some sort of like blue-white tempo deck with Astrolabe, or the red. Okay, maybe Jeskai. Who knows? This is the big strength of the Snow deck. You're just gonna draw mainly cards with these Frost Artists. I'm sure. Um, sure, I'll put that on top. I'll draw that. Oh, I have to draw it. It's not scry. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm getting on the beat down. Sure, I'll keep that on top. Tap this guy down. It's already an 8/8. It's gonna be a 9/9 when it comes into play. I think the good thing about having all these cheap permanents, though, is that Marriage of Slumber gets really huge here. So now it's already at 10. So I mean, if they have, like, Meddling or Reflector Mage, though, this should be a no-brainer that you just wait for this. But this guy is also annoying, so it's just a lot of pressure really quickly. Maybe I'm actually just... This is such a weird... Maybe there's some sort of, like, aggro control style deck. Like, some weird tempo deck, but... Tempo kind of gets weird when you have like a bunch of 10/10s and 20/20s. Okay, Faithful Mending. I like this card. I do like Faithful Mending. Sacred Fire. Oh, maybe they're playing like General Rockworker. General Ferris Rockworker. Maybe they're like a Ferris deck. Well, I mean, 4/4s are pale in comparison to all this stuff. Okay. Maybe they won't F6 their first turn this time. So I guess there's some sort of like multicolored deck. I don't know if I even want a sideboard. I do need some removal for that guy, so Like actual moving out, just Winter's Rest. So maybe I want Decisive Denial over the Winter's Rest. Because you can't Winter's Rest over Rock Work. So I kind of need to kill it somehow. So this seems okay. I think that's all I'm going to do. It makes Charlotte a bit awkward, but I think it's okay. Actually, I'm going to bring in, like, I'm going to keep, like, 2 of these in. I'll cut, like, a couple of Charlottes in. Just, that's not a big deal. I think this is fine. Although, maybe I should have cut the Revelation, because actually Revelation gets a lot worse when we playing, like, more of these. Or, like, Frost Augur. Those cards are, like, they really, like, demand a billion snow permanents. This hand is, again, great. I'm going to keep this. So maybe our relations get a bit worse over time. I'm still trying to learn how to sideboard this. Okay, now they have the stops on their turn. They've not just jammed F6. Happy for them. Alright, Astrolabe. This is a really good hand. This is actually a turbo Merit Lage hand. You can't really play 4 of these, I don't think, because they are legendary, but it's really good. It actually is a pretty good card. Okay, so they're holding up Counterspell, but I'm not going to put them on Counterspell. They have often considers, but just having like Counterspell in this deck too would be so wild. So if they counter this, then like egg on my face, egg on my face. So it's whatever. Maybe they're not a. I don't know. Maybe it's more of like a mid-rangey control style. Okay, I'll probably name Revelation again, which is a little annoying, but I mean, Tree Folk I think is crazy. Okay, they're naming Slumber. It's also a reasonable name. Let's see. I'm just gonna jam all my permanents here. Another Druid. Makes my Tree Folk huge. Frostbite. Okay. Just a pseudo bolt. So they have a snow theme. Maybe a Rokurk theme. Maybe. I'm not actually really sure if there's a Rokurk in this deck. Since they didn't name Revelation, even if this gets countered here, I think I'm like in really good shape. Because I have double Revelation coming. Even if they counter this down. Ionize, sure. Like, they're down to 2 cards. They haven't really drawn any spells. So, like, I'm about to just jam these. I have double. I mean, I have 6 mana coming up. Sure. I love how Astrolabe is just, like, enabled all these, like, 3-color decks. If they take Revelation now, they're geniuses. They have to know that it's, like, the best card in this instance. Okay, Blizzard Ball. I don't have that in my deck. Why? I'm not really sure. Blizzard Ball is pretty good, but... Okay, so now I get to just jam a million Revelations. Glacial Revelation. I will take 4 cards. Wait, I said okay. Oh, I'm supposed to click them? Oh, that's bad. This is... Okay, well, I'll just do it again. I'll draw 5 cards this time, I guess. Okay, those are, like... I didn't know I had to click them. It just said okay. I didn't even click all of them. Okay, I'm playing awfully here, but... Did I not get the Tree Folk that was in there? I don't know what I'm doing. This is awful. Just turn off the video right now. Just turn it off. This is so bad. I was like, oh, it was great. I don't have to click anything. Okay. Oh, we continue though. I've drawn so many lands. I didn't know I had to click it. I'm gonna take the Mouth of Ronom here. Which is, I guess it's pretty great spirit. You can just find Mouth of Ronom. I'm not gonna play the Ice Tide Golem because I kind of want this guy to block. I can activate the Frostshock Bastion to block. They have to deal with a 9/4. This is huge. 4 toughness is actually pretty big against like these kind of like red removals. So they've drawn so many lands, but so have I. Okay. So I get to like Ronom something. Okay, now right. This is so dumb. Okay. I put the Slumber here. Oh, I can't. Duh. There's a. Okay, let's do it the right way. Shoot this guy. Jam my merrily to slumber. We'll bottom this. Wow. So despite all my mistakes, I think I'm like easily gonna win this. Let's say wipe all my permanents somehow. Okay, redraw. Show me planar cleansing. Alright, show me, I don't know now. Solitary confinement. Wow, apparently I just can't play this deck, but the deck is just so good that it just helps me out. Amazing. Alright, get another match with the Penny Dreadful Snow deck. I think I realized that I haven't eaten today, so that's why I'm playing so terribly. And drawing so terribly, I'm gonna mulligan. Always eat before you do these things. I'm gonna... I keep, I guess? I don't know. This is kind of a goofy one-lander. I do have a lot of stuff. I kind of want to keep... No, I'm gonna go to 5. I think if I just draw like a Glacial Revelation, that'd just be better. Alright, this hand's pretty decent. I'm gonna keep. So I have to get rid of 2 cards. The Frost Augur should just draw a card, right? So, and I get the Merit Lage, I get the Scry, and then I can start drawing cards. Okay. River of Tears. I don't think Winter Trust is gonna be good against River of Tears. I'm gonna bottom that because I want lands. Okay, it's Esper, I guess. Is there an Esper thingy? Okay, there's a 3rd land. I'm just gonna jam the. I'm gonna yield this. Sure. I like 2-for-1s. Charlotte's Agent here. I guess I could flip the Charlotte's Agent, so kind of forgot about that. What to bottom that? I want lands still. Okay, if they play a creature, it just gets Winter's Rested here. Archfiend of Ifnir. Okay. This card is cool. It's pretty cool. I guess maybe Winter's is good if they animate dead this, but I mean, the thing about this is that now they cycle stuff, it's gonna just wipe my board. So I'm gonna just keep jamming permanents though. This is fine. I keep this on top. Actually, I should have drawn. I gotta unyield this. I should have drawn the card and then looked at the new card. Sorry, it's a new deck. This is only my 3rd game of me playing this archetype. It's kind of a lot. It's kind of intricate. Okay, this is bad. This is gonna wipe my board here. They discard 2 cards, so this is why Winter's Rest is not super awesome. Okay, I'm gonna draw my card. That was bad. Just another point for Blizzard Brawl, but it's not a permanent for the other thing. So I want to get the Mouth of Ronom, but I guess yeah, I have to get Mouth here. Okay, we'll put this one last. See, yeah, so see, yeah, okay, because it's I'm just gonna shuffle anyway, so I'm gonna go Mouth, and then yeah, sure, it's actually fine. Pay my land. The 2020 is looming. Um, to find cycle another Archfiend. This Archane's doing a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. At least, like, I can play, like, Frostwalk Bastion, although they have Frantic Searches, they have instant speed removal for this. I don't know if I want to, like, put my Frost Augur into the mix. But they need, like, more discard spells eventually, right? Okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why they can. I guess they can stop the Merrily to Slumber. That's eventually going to pop off. Huh. So I guess there's some sort of like pseudo reanimation sort of deck. So Silent Gravestone seems fine against this. I don't know if Denial is going to be any good over Winter's Rest. Oh wait, I should play Return to Nature, I guess, right? Yeah, let's just play Return to Nature. I'm always gonna cut like a single revelation if I'm bringing these like non-snow permanents that just don't hit as hard. Maybe I should keep them. I don't know. This like almost always gets a card though, so I should always just keep this. Maybe the ramping. Maybe I don't need the ramp as hard. Maybe not. No, I think like getting a turn 2 agent seems pretty strong. Actually, we'll cut a revelation. I don't really know. It's kind of they're kind of a weird non-bow with like Master of Death and Archfiend. They kind of just like kill everything else. Or is this opponent's creatures? I don't remember. Let me look that up real quick. Archfiend of Ifnir. Oh, your opponents. Okay, never mind. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm gonna cut a couple Winter's Rests, I think. And then I guess I could cut. I'll just shave this. Let's just go. I could actually cut out Charlotte's Agent, but I do want to hit Charlotte's Agent, Silent Gravestone. The sand seems great. I can keep. I lead with Astrolabe here. Actually, I like beatdowns. Now I can go Astrolabe Frostaugur. Priest of Fell Rights. Okay. Now I kind of wish I'd played Astrolabe, but let's draw the green source. Okay, this is kind of funny. So I can actually Winter Trust this guy, and it just doesn't matter. Then they can't do their thing. Okay, that's actually really funny. Let's have to draw the raw green source here for the agent. That's actually really funny. Oh, yeah, we did it. Alright, hit a Silent Gravestone. Merit Lage of Slumber, it's really good too. Sure. I could hold like Return to Nature for like the rest of the game if I really need to. Okay, they're on a mending. I like mending in a deck like this. Okay, they just mill 2 lands. Okay. They're going. Okay, wow. That's a lot of lands. Bottom this. Let's give another scry. I like this guy, sure. Top. Play the Frost. Okay, I can hold up like Return to Nature for the rest of the game. I'll keep that on top. While beating down with my little bears. I just want to hit lands now with this thing. This is so funny. This interaction is so funny to me. Okay. Bottom this. I don't think there's anything my opponent can do. I'm not really sure, though. Maybe they have a pseudo, like, control aspect. Maybe they can play, like, a Day of Judgment or something. That'd be kind of a bummer, but I guess not. That was a lot of lands they drew, though. Not gonna lie. Alright, got another match with the Pain Dreadful. SIMIC no list. Seems great. We keep. Well, Darren Epicure. Okay. I think I'll just lead with the Ice Hand Golem. Blood tokens are kind of funny. One of there's some sort of like vampire theme or something. Okay, I have all my colors now. I think just slam the Merrily Just Slumber here. It seems like the best thing to do in turn 2. It just like sets up your draws really well. I'm gonna put that on the bottom. And it's just like really good overall. Hope I'm not running into something here. Okay. Okay, they discarded a land to draw the card. Alright, another vampire blood drinker. This blood stuff could be really good in like pseudo like artifact decks, maybe. Okay, I'm just gonna play all my permanents here. I like this thing. So I'm gonna draw that first. I'll put the scry last because I already know it's on top. Look, I'm playing better. Slowly but surely, I am playing better. Okay, then I get the scry for the next thing. I want a big thing eventually, so I want to put that in the bottom. Sure, I could start doing little 2-for-1s here. So I got like a 2/2 blocker for these little 1/1s. Shrapnel Blast. Okay, there's an artifact theme. I like that. The thing about these blood tokens, though, is that they eventually kind of run out of steam because you're just kind of like looting, more or less. So I wonder if they have some sort of like catch-up sort of card drawing. Flame Rift. Okay, they're very aggro. Very aggressive. Okay, this is has set up the Cascade. I'll just put that on the bottom, I guess. Okay, let's see what I get. It's gonna be a snow permanent. Okay, Ice Eye Golem. Cast this. Okay, put that on top. Just because it triggers the last Merit Lage here. Look at the Bears go! If they're like on a Flame Rift sort of plan, they don't want to be at even life. So they might be incentivized to block. Okay, they're gonna double block one of them. Which gets them ahead, so if they draw a land and double Flame Rift, I do die. But, I mean, I'm also, like, threatening lethal, almost? No, not... Okay. Okay. Well, now they're dead. Unless they have a removal spell. The Joys of Flame Rift. The Joys of Flame Rift. Okay, so this looks like a Cerulean Drake matchup for sure. Would love to hit that eventually. Decisive Denial... This could be okay, I guess. This could be a denial matchup. I'm going to just cut all the revelations. You don't really need this sort of thing, that sort of thing in this matchup. And then maybe just a bunch of Frost Doggers. I would love to Charlotte into the Cerulean Drake, though, even despite the fact that this is kind of a non-bow. Maybe he didn't play a lot of creatures. Let me just keep this. I'm going to cut like a couple Winter's Rest. All I saw were the thing. Maybe they're more like burn-oriented. Let's just go to 1. I can play Test of Talents. Again, kind of awkward with the Charlotte's so maybe I'll just cut this. Just do this. Let's see what happens here. Sure. Triple Eyesight Golem, huh? Okay, I'm gonna lead with Astrolabe here, I think. Look at Astrolabe. Look at it go. This is a broken card. Okay, Sinking Statuette. What does this card do? Creates blood token when you sack it. Okay, it's kind of cool. Okay, I'm gonna play another Astrolabe and an Eyesight Golem here. Okay, all the Astrolabes. My mana is great. Maybe that's one of the big strengths of this deck, is that mana is just really good. You kind of just, like, lean on Astrolabe a bit. Alright, Alms of the Vein. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, man. Madness, the Alms of the Vein off the Blood Trigger. Get this going. Yeah, I like it. Draw a card. Perfect. What if we're playing, like, Fiery Temper, too? Chain me. Oh, jeez. Okay, I guess I have to hold up the sides of a Denial now. Those, I can do that next turn. Okay, I'm just gonna hold up the sides of Denial here and leave black blockers for this thing. I would totally double block this. Sure. Another thing to activate. The Singing Statue. Okay. I would love to double block this, actually. I could fight. Hmm. I want to take out all the enablers if I can. Oh my god, it's a gigantic spider on my wall. I have to kill it. Wait. Oh my god, that was like, had the biggest legs. I could have died there. That's dead now. Sorry to spider enthusiasts. I have to kill him. Okay, that's stupid. Okay, so this is not amazing here. I guess I can go like, let me lead with Astrolabe. Let me see what's up. I think I just have to keep holding up the sides of Denial. Okay, that's a lot of lands. But I have a bunch of Eyesight Golems, so we're just gonna have to play super defensive here. Because the Denial is a good counterspell right now. Next turn, I can play the Lage Slumber and then just make a 20/20 and just try to kill them that way. Although they're at 23, so it's going to take 2 turns. Or actually 3. 1 to put it in play, 2 to activate the guide, 4. I don't know, that's math. Okay, I have to deny all this. No, wait, they can... No, they can't pay for it. Wait. Okay. Flame Rift. Okay, Fiery Temper. So they are playing Fire Temper. This is the nice, like, now they could, like, attack a bunch. Or they could just kill an Eyesight Golem. I think it's the better line. But, I mean, Doming Me is really good, too. There's no bad line here. They're going Dome. Okay, but I'm double blocking the statue, absolutely. Which does kind of, like, put a damper. No, I have 10 permanents still, because I get a land drop and I get to Slumber. Okay, I have Frost Augur too, which is a really great blocker here. Okay, play this first. Yes, I do need this. I think my food is here too. My phone has been popping off. The only card that has haste is like the headliner. So I think I'm gonna get in, actually. And just hope they don't have another headliner. A bunch of burn spells will kill me. Like double chain kills me. Chain bump. Bump in the night. Flame rift something. Okay, flame rift. Any burn spell kills here. They have 1-2. Okay, I'm gonna make a 20/20. Okay. Okay. I can't play this though. I'm gonna attack. No, I don't need to attack here. I only lose like a burn spell here, but I don't know if Denial's gonna do it. Okay. That's a redraw. Which is good, because now if they like draw something good here, like a 1 mana, 2 mana spell, I could just denial it. Oh, they drew a land. Wow, that was close. All right, Marriage of Slumber again carrying the stack. I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening with this deck. I don't understand. All right, another match for the SIMIC Snow list. My lunch is finally here, and I've eaten some food, so let's see if it makes a difference, either win or loss. Um, yeah, I'm gonna keep on the strength of Augur, I guess. Hopefully, I draw a Forest or a Astrolabe. Raw Forest would be a great draw to play a turn 3, 4 drop. Which I said I thought was the strength of the deck, but really I've watched on barely just slumbers and like 2/2 beatdowns. Okay. I'm gonna try to draw this Forest first. That's good. That's good enough for me. Any land will do. And it's Forest. Awesome. One has fancy islands. I don't like this land. I don't like these lands. Thought Scour. Gadwick. Okay, I guess this is like mono blue control. That's the only deck that would play a Gadwick. There's a mono blue control list floating around with like Tempest Gins and like Shackles. So I have to imagine this card's gonna get countered, but I have Charlotte's Agent, which is basically 2 spells. I don't have the Bastion in play, so the one thing this deck kind of struggles with is stuff that's already in play, so this agent is gonna actually be really good. It's just gonna create 2 spells, but you can't counter all of them. So you either counter the Charlotte's Agent, or you counter the thing that hits off Charlotte's Agent. Winter's Rest is not a good one, so now they can just choose the counter the Charlotte's Agent if they want. If they don't want me to have a 2/2. I guess one of my like strengths of this matchup is that I have like a lot of 1 drop, so I can just kind of like flood the board and overload the counter spells. The last thing I want to see is actually it wouldn't be a big deal. A Tempest Gin, because if I draw a land, I can Tree Folk it. They just slam the Jin, which I don't know if that'd be a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna turn Consider. Okay. They slam the Jin, which is not like, terrible play. But again, if I draw a land, I get the Tree Folk it. This is why I cut the tap land, because if I would not want to play a tap land in this spot. Now I wish I had Winter's Rest, which I guess I could like try to draw into it if I don't draw a land. But I think I have a steady stream of Treeful coming. Hopefully. Oh, perfect. Okay. The big thing about this Treeful is that it's really hard to steal with Shackles. And this is like a big tempo play. Because like even if like they play a Shackles or another Jin, like I just come in with another Treefolk. So they're kind of in a rough spot because they don't really have a ton of permanents to play. It's either like Shackles or this. And this thing can't be shackled, like I said. It's pretty hard to get shackled here. Okay. So I could just like load up and attack. I think I'll just like try to play a bunch of permanents here. Just to increase the abominable. Okay, they're just gonna let this all happen. Of course, I did it in the wrong order because I kind of wanted this to resolve. Oh, I'm scared. I don't know what they have now. Oh, I'm actually afraid. What is they have like engulf the shore wouldn't be too bad. Um, keep that on top because you can't really engulf this abomination. But I am tagging with everyone. Engulf actually bounces their Jin too. Fading Hope, that's a good one. But I mean, that means I have the Treefolk in play. But I guess now they can just hold up counter spells. Ooh. My stomach is rumbly tumbly. I don't know. I think it's just like digesting. Okay, they mill the shackles. They're cruising. I don't know what to do here. The Tempest Gen is actually kind of annoying. The best card, I think, is like maybe a Winner's Rest, so maybe I just kind of try to draw to it. Okay, they're going to play another one. Okay, they know I have this, so, I mean, I don't think they can really attack. And they know I'm triggering this, too, so if they have another Fading Hope or something like that, that'd be pretty good. It's like, I'm going to slam this. Like, this is... Ooh, that's a good card, because I could draw it with the Frost Augur here. Hmm. So they block this. This thing tramples. Um, do I even like? I don't really think I. No, I might get the Merit Lage too. I'm just gonna hold back. They need like another big bounce spell or something. Aether Spout is now like online, so that could be really annoying. Hopefully, no wait. What's the next card? I don't know. If it's a land and they get like Winter's Rest and Abominable Tree Folk, and then they can't spout me. Aether Spout. Aether Spout's a really annoying card. Okay. Because it basically means I have to like be really careful about how do I attack. Especially like I mean I can't attack them early, just alright, I'm gonna go for the Winner's Rest and then maybe just like a big attack. Okay, that resolves. Okay, they're definitely holding it. 100% they are actually holding this card. Um there's like no doubt in my mind they're actually holding it. I could go for a lethal attack. Um and then I still have the 2020, so I'm gonna go for a lethal attack here. But not everyone. I'll go for exactly these guys. It's like literally the only card they can have. Or like another like 1 mana bounce spell, I guess. Oh, repeal for 4. Okay. I can't believe they just didn't. I mean, I guess they have to have another repeal here for the Merit Lage. Okay. Post combat, I'm going to make a Charlotte's here. This is hard. I don't know why I'm like. If I went into the Winter's Rest, it's going to be amazing. Okay, found a Boreal Druid. Which is good. It's another mana. Okay, they repealed the token. Okay, so we're kind of back. Repeal, pretty good. I mean, this is kind of scary. They have a full rack here, or full hand. But I mean, I have a bunch of tree folk, and they can never really attack. I can kind of just chip them out. One mana short. Hmm. Well, I'm slamming it. I have a bunch to slam, so why not? Like, if they don't counter this, then they have to have, like, the Nether Spouts, right? They're not dead this turn, but it's... My card advantage is so high. It's so big right now. Lose focus for a bunch. Okay. I'm gonna just jam the Revelation after this. I have 2 more Treefall coming. No. Astral Leap is great. Let's see. Revelation. They can't let this resolve either. There's always all my hands like must counters. Like, so I don't mind just jamming it into 2 open mana. Or 3 open mana rather. Like, yeah, you have to counter this. Okay. Do I just eat? No, it's not a big deal. Because if I just resolve one of these Treefall, it's like over, right? I can also just come in with the Treefall or the Frosthawk Bastion, and then it taps this down, and then I can attack with everyone else. Okay, these cruises are brutal. It's brutal cruises. 4, 6, 7, 8. I mean, that's not a bad line, I guess. Okay, they're playing Shackles, which they could take something, but they can't take my Treefolk. But yeah, I mean, they're close, but not really. They're taking something now. Okay, interesting. Which is a great. Okay, this means if I get another land here, I could double Treefolk. They're attacking. I love it. Okay, they're smart. They got smart all of a sudden. Land would be great. Oh, that's perfect. The only card that kills me here is like the Aether Spouts at this point. Or some sort of like gigantic mass bounce. Because like this is the scariest line here is that you just untap and pass. It's so scary. Because I can't really like force through the damage. But I have to play around repeal too. So I think I have to attack with both Treefolk here. Because they can't double repeal. So this is so annoying. This kind of wish I could play Counterspell. Okay, so to play around double repeal. I mean, they have Aether Spouts. It's really bad. If they have like, I don't think they have double repeal. They've already used 2. So the only card that actually kills me here is Aether Spouts. And even if I like, I have an idea. Okay, I want to attack with just a Treefolk. If they get both put on top, I just draw them again and then just like retap some stuff. So it's not the worst thing because I could choose to put on top or bottom of my library because I have the Frost Augurs. I get to redraw them. Okay, or they just have nothing. Okay, that's fine. Top, top. So now that they have like double counterspell, like put that in my hand. I'll replay it. Okay. I'm really afraid of a Jin beatdown now because like land drop go kills me, I think. But I have a big attack next turn because I have double Bastion now. I might just load. I think I just have to load up an attack. Okay, they found another cruise. Another Shackles for them would be pretty great, I think. This is close. This is scarily close. They've had just enough, like, removal to kind of, like, thwart me. The next card is the other Treefolk, which, like, if they attack, I could jam the Treefolk in. I think I still have mana to, like, play the Bastion. Because they kind of have to like counter. They have to counter the tree folk. If they don't, then they can't hold up Aether Spouts. Okay, they're not attacking. Alright, so you have the tree folk. Winter Chest would be really good too here. Um okay, let me look. I think play one is to play the tree folk, get it countered, then I can play around less cards. If they don't counter this, that means they probably have another Aether Spouts. It's a pretty wild game, honestly. Okay, they have lose focus. Which I think means they die? I don't know. Hold on. If this was a land, they would have died. Because I could activate double treat. I think I could just activate 2, 2. Um, let me think. Block, block. If they block this, I tap them down here. But I don't think they would do that. I think I'm just attacking. Yeah, I'm gonna chip them out here. I think I'm just gonna chip them out. Now I'm not less worried about. The only card I was worried about was like Aether Spouts, but this way they block this, or something. They should block this like this. If they don't, they should keep the Tempest untapped. But now they get they free their shackles up, which is kind of annoying. Oh my goodness, really? This has text on it. I don't know if they really has text on it. Okay. They can't shackles enough things now to like win. I don't know if they realized that had text. It taps it, like even if it does damage to it. So this is great. They get to untap their shackles now, which they can take something, but they need another creature. They need multiple creatures. They need basically the other two Jins. They got to 11 mana, so now like, ugh. Okay, yeah, ponder. Of course you ponder here. Oops. They said oops on something. I think they realized that this was bad play. Um, they get the shackles to 2/2, I guess, but I still have like multiple creatures. They need another Jin. Okay, but still not enough blockers. Okay, I'm gonna Astrolabe here. Just a redraw. Found the Mouth of Ronom. Oh my goodness. Uncounterable here. Wait, let me think for a second. Mouth this. I think I mouth attack, and then even if they shackle something, it's whatever. Okay, we'll just mouth this. It's better than like putting the Frostlock Bastion into like Aether Spouts. Okay, I think they're just conceding here. You could shackles one to fog, but like you would have shackles this. Okay, engulf. That's kind of bad for me, honestly, because they bounce their stuff too. Okay. That's why I wanted to mouth there. Actually, I'm surprised I didn't just mouth in response to the or engulf in response to the mouth. I think that would have been a better play because then like they just kill me. This is bad. I think I'm losing now. I'm definitely losing. Okay, they have 3. I'm definitely losing this now. I need to hit. Yeah, I just lost. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I can't deal with that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. I think I played around everything correctly, and then they just had enough sort of like bounce to deal with that. Okay. Hmm. So in comes Skylasher. Hooray. I don't know if I want to bring Return to Nature in against this deck. Or like I don't think like Test Downs is like a good card for this. I don't know. I think I do need the denials. But they're gonna get really awkward with the Charlotte's Agent. Skylasher seems pretty great, so I mean they could still I guess take it with the shackles. I'm gonna sideboard this so bad. I already know this. Okay. I think I'm cutting I think I am playing Return to Nature. I think Shackles is big enough deal where I play a couple of these. I think I want to play Denials. Because I do need like card I just need like some counter magic. Although it's super awkward with the agent. So I'm gonna cut one of them with the revelations. That seems so terrible when I say that out loud, but I think my strength is like beating down with one drops and Skylasher. So if anything, maybe I just like no, this finds Mouth. So Mouth is really good in this matchup. Alright, let's try this. I don't know. I think I'm just sideboarding this terribly. Man, that was close. That was actually really close. I never felt comfortable there. Okay, it's a mulligan. Not like this. Actually, it's not a bad hand. It's actually hand's pretty great. I have a bunch of yeah, this hand's fine. Sometimes I look at these lands and they don't look like lands to me, so it really confuses me. Should I actually kept the agent? No. This is over 5-0, by the way. Like I said, I didn't see the first game, but I won my first game. But this is a lot. This is all for a lot. Love to draw a third land. I mean, I have a redraw of the Astrolabe. Perfect. Okay. So now I can draw any one drop. It'd be pretty nice. Mouth of Rotom's good. That's a good draw. Unfortunately, Charlotte has a couple of bad hits. Yes, they milled a Jin. That's perfect. They only really have like 8 or 9 win conditions here, so every time they mill one of these cards, it's really good. Alright, they're gonna hold up counter spells, of course. But around the agent here. Hopefully it doesn't hit a decisive denial. Skylash should be the best hit. Okay, they're loose focusing the Charlotte's agent. But I get the Cascade trigger. Ooh, big, big, big. But I mean, they have repeal, so I don't know. Maybe I should have just boarded. But the scry is so valuable. I like that. They slam the Jin, then they get the Tree Folk online. And then it's just a lot of like, they need just like specific random spells. Maybe we should have boarded up the Merely just slumbers. I'm gonna bottom that. I'm gonna hold up the dial just in case they play a Shackles. Just gonna lead on this. That's a good card. Letting these like little 1/1s resolve is really good. They get to kind of chip in here and there. It's not too bad. Repeal is going to be the most annoying card. Not gonna lie. I'm not just bottoming all these stuff. Frostwalker, I think, demands a counterspell. It just draws cards in this matchup. I don't think you want that in this sort of matchup. I'm good in lands, I think. It looks kind of goofy because it looks like I'm on colorless mana, but I have 2 Astrolabe, so I can just hold up Denial. Kind of a pseudo trick, I guess. It's not really a trick. There's no trick to it. It's on the it's an on-board trick. But some people will just forget these things. Alright, here comes the 2020. Boom, Marital Age. Alright, get another Bastion. Just kind of chip where I can. A repeal is really bad, but it's whatever. Okay, got Scour themselves. They milled a repeal, that's good. These decks only play 2 to 3 repeals. I mean, it should be 4, honestly. It's a really good card. Consider. We've milled an island. If they're only out as Aether Spouts and the Denial's really, really good here, or Engulf. Sure. So now I can counter the repeal. Because I have a ton of mana. Okay. I have double Denial. I mean, wait. Hold on. I have... we'll just fight. We'll just fight this. If they have a counterspell here, I just denial this. And now the only card they have is Snapback at this point. I could have actually just mouthed this also. I could have just mouthed attacked, but I think this is the safer line because then it plays around. It still beats repeal. Okay, great. Game 3. I think I am gonna cut. I mean, it's funny that scene that like Merrily Just Lumber seems really good there. I think I have to cut it. I think I actually want the Charlotte's Agents. I think the 2-for-1 thing is just so good. I have a lot of misses though. I have like 6 misses, but I think I think that means I have to keep this in. I'm gonna cut a Spirit. Yeah, I think this is great. I think this is better because I think that the power of Agent here is just really strong. Huh. Take another bite of my food, which is probably now cold. It's not cold. I'm gonna keep this hand. Just has a bunch of ramp and a denial, so okay. This could lead to a turn 2 Charlotte's Agent, which is pretty nice. Or turn 3 Tree Folk. I've actually liked the Boreal Druid. I don't think it's that bad. Um, it makes Revelation a bit better. Okay. Would like to hit an agent here now. But I mean, Agent again has a lot of misses. Only has 5 misses now. I guess like Returning Nature's never a miss. I guess you could just like always exile a card. This is kind of like holding back. I mean, I couldn't really beat a Shackles here. Or I couldn't counter a Shackles here, but I'm gonna take that risk. Okay. Ooh, they milled a Jin again. I'm getting so lucky with that. Or they're getting so unlucky. I don't know how you want to say it. My mana is actually perfect without the Astrolabes right now. This is actually great. Okay, to consider. I think they kept whatever was in top. They slam a Shackles, I get to denial it, and then just like resolve a Tree Folk. I kind of want to counter this. A part of me actually kind of wants to counter this. But no, I think it'll be fine. Now I can actually play the Tree Folk and denial backup here. Move this card. Ooh, Mouth is nice. I'm gonna hold that though. Alright. Well, slam a Tree Folk here. It's just a 6/6. We'll denial this. Awesome. Or 7/7 rather. It doesn't count itself when it's in. So now if they like slam a Jin, I can just mouth it and then attack. Big plays here. They're kind of out is either slam a Jin or just have like another thing. Or Aether Spouts. I do the pre-combat play this land, just gets the most damage. I hope they have like Engulf. No, they can't have Engulf. Engulf would be so bad. It has to be Aether Spouts. Fading Hope. Okay. I'm gonna slam it back. Why not? I have so many creatures here I can exhaust the counter magic. Okay, interesting. Okay, they milled a counterspell and another consider. They're considering this choice. They milled an island. Maybe they're looking for Shackles. Shackles is not very good here. I have an 8/8. Soon to be a 9/9. Maybe a 10/10. But I was in a spot before where I had a bunch of permanents in play and it seemed really great. I'm gonna start with Ice Golem. It just pumps up the Tree Folk. Alright, here comes the Aether Spouts. That's fine. Top, bottom. I don't need the Druids anymore. A bunch more Tree Folk. I'm just gonna draw mono Tree Folk now. They're all just removal spells. Their biggest outs are Jins. So, I mean, if they play a Jin, I just mouth it. It's not a big deal this first turn. They're in Cruise again. That's like the second or third Cruise they played. Second. I wasn't really like a big fan of this deck, but now I'm seeing how like great it kind of is. It's kind of pretty good in this spot. Attack first. This time it doesn't matter because the damage, I think the numbers matter here. They need like a more bounce spells. They could repeal this. Okay. I mean, they're hanging in there. They are hanging in there. Okay. I really want a creature land. Okay. This is good. They have nothing. I guess they're just top decking now. They have to deal with what's on board. They can counter my Decides Denial, or rather, they can Okay. I just mouth this end of turn. So, I mean, they have Aether Spouts or another repeal, but I can counter the repeal now with the Decisive Denial. Awesome. That's wow. I guess I don't know. They kind of milled a creature. Maybe those just drew. Yeah, they just drew terribly. I guess. Wow. What's up, guys? It's your boy Jamaica here, back with the final thoughts of the Simic Snow list 5-0. Again, like I said, I didn't record the first match, but I didn't lose a game until the very last match. I don't know. I don't know what this means. I mean, the deck is fine. I actually liked the Charlotte's Agent include here and Boreal Druid. I mean, Glacial Revelation's always been a sick card against like him. I don't know if my sideboard's any good, but Denial was pretty decent. I have the Drew to Skylash against Mono Blue. But I mean, these big idiots are really good, and I like the beatdowns of Eyesight Golem. I like the inclusion of the second mouth, and you can search for it for Spirit. So I mean, it all works. It all like kind of makes sense. Like the plan that they put together early on. I think like back to season 21, like Stockfish 13 was a player that only played League but was like continually tuning the list. Was really good. I mean, just like the plan of like Astrolabe, Frost Augurs, Merrily, just Sunburst redrawing, and Glacial Revelation to like buy back the hands. Just really strong. This is a really strong core. I don't know if Charlotte's is any good, but it is really funny against like the counter spell decks. And I know it's like a 2-for-1. But it's kind of like the pseudo theme of the deck where it's like a bunch of 2-for-1s. This is a 2-for-1. This is a 2-for-1. Like, you know, this is a 2-for-1, I guess. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm actually kind of perplexed about how this deck is good because I don't know. Maybe the other decks I tend to play, like tempo decks or just like efficient mana decks, like Reflector Mage decks, basically in the season, they just destroy this deck. So I don't know. Maybe I just had like a really good run of matchups. Maybe I just got lucky. I don't know. The deck is, I know. I don't want to like discredit the deck by saying, "Oh, I just got lucky." But I think the core of it is good. It's a tested core that's been like really strong. There's obviously a bunch of flex spots you could play. Like again, I tried Charlotte's Agent today. It's not even a snow card. It's just a good Simic card. So the deck was decent. It was just pretty decent, and it looks like a draft deck. It looks like a pile of draft cards, but it's a cohesive deck. It has a good theme. Everything supports the theme. So, and that's what you want out of good deck building. You want like a focused sort of like plan. And this plan is very focused. Resolve a 4-drop or rarely somewhere and try to win or just kind of beat down, It's a pretty like decent plan. So, and that's probably better than many other page trouble decks are just kind of like jam cards and try to figure it out from there. So yeah, I mean, would I recommend this deck? Sure. I don't know. It's fine. Like I think the deck was like again fine. 5-0 is good. Like it's a good. That's a. I wouldn't like put my stamp on it, but the deck has proven in the past, and I think the shell is worth exploring. There, that's my analysis of the deck. It plays blue. Blue is a good color, right? Green's not a great color, but blue is a great color. But anyways, thanks guys for watching. If you liked the video, like, follow, subscribe. Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. I don't know. I don't know what deck I'll play next, but this was just kind of an awful whim, and randomly got a 5-0, and I got to record it. So good stuff. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later.